Greetings, Fright fans. We're up to day 23 in our Edgar Allan Poedown, our countdown of the films of Edgar Allan, films based on the works of Edgar Allan Poe. So we'll go ahead and get to tonight's choice here, shaking these up at random from our little coffin here. Check this out. What delight will the Poe coffin give us tonight? Tonight, we're going to look at Eerie Tales. This is a German-made film from 1932 that is an anthology film of sorts, combining three famous stories from Edgar Allan Poe and Robert Louis Stevenson, tied together with the framing device of an investigative reporter on the track of a murderer running throughout them. Reporter Frank Briggs, played by Harold Paulson, and his wife are traveling at night when their car begins to overheat. They pull over to get water at a house where they hear a woman scream. This is the home of crazed scientist and inventor Mortar, played by Paul Wegener, who has killed his wife in a fit of rage because her beloved black cat destroyed one of his devices. Mortar denies any trouble to Briggs, who doesn't believe him and brings the police to investigate the following day. The story at this point follows Poe's black cat, with the corpse of his murdered wife discovered because of the wailing cat. Mortar flees the police first to a wax museum, then into an asylum where the inmates have taken over, as in Poe's story, The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather. Briggs tracks him there and ends up trapped and surrounded by mad inmates. The police free him, but Mortar again makes an escape, this time turning up in a mysterious house where he meets a suicide club of individuals who wish to end their own lives, based on the Robert Louis Stevenson story of the same name. This film was directed by Richard Oswald and is a remake of his earlier film of the same name from 1919. In that silent version, there were 5 stories, only one of which are based on Poe, once again, the Black Cat. The Suicide Club is also in the earlier film, but the other stories are different, as is the framing device, with ghostly figures stepping out of paintings to tell stories. The 1932 version is the better of the two, in my opinion, and the highlight of the film is the performance of Paul Wegener, a famous actor in Germany best remembered for the 1920 film The Golem. He brings a crazed intensity to the role that is fun to watch. The plot of Eerie Tales is ingenious in the way that it ties the 3 separate stories together. Overall, a really interesting early anthology film. The fact that it's a remake of an earlier silent version makes it doubly interesting, but this one covers some fun ground, insane asylums and the Black Cat storyline and the Suicide Club at the end. I bet in its time it was a little bit shocking for some folks. But 1932, this is an early one and a lot of fun. I think you can find this one right here on YouTube, so check it out. Have you guys seen Eerie Tales, either version? Let me know if you have and what you think about it, because I find this film to be really pretty cool. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 Ravens this time around. And for my rating system, just to explain the way I look at things, 3 is a good, solid picture. 4 is above average, and 5 is just absolutely extraordinary, perfect picture. 2 would be below average, and of course 1 is complete dog, and avoid that. But there's no dogs in this batch. I tried to pick all fun stuff. So Eerie Tales, check it out. Let me know what you thought about it. I think you can watch it on YouTube, like I said, and that's it for tonight. Until tomorrow night, this is Dr. Gangrene saying, stay mad.